Hi, I'm Amber. Welcome to my channel. This is my first long form video that I'm doing. I figured I'd just do a little comparison video for you guys. I'm doing a shorts reels type series on what sands we like, don't like, basically just reviews on them. But I figured I'd do a little comparison video. So the first one is one that everybody has, kinetic sand. This, out of all of the sands, this one's probably, it's just one of my least favorites. I have one that I really don't like, but it's not really sand. It's more of I'm doing more of sensory materials. And so far as the sands go, the kinetic sand is not high on the list. We have plenty of other ones that I like a lot more. The kinetic sand is still fun. You can still build with it. I feel like I don't need to review kinetic sand. I mean, honestly, the kinetic sand is great. It's just not my favorite. The second sand that we have is called Grand Sand. It's from Chuckle and Roar. Right now it's kind of wet because we had it in water, so it can go in water or it can be dry. And dry, it's just like kinetic sand. It's a little bit wet right now because we played with it in water recently. It's really fun to build with. Like I said, it builds like kinetic sand, but in the water too. The texture when it's in the water is so nice. It's kind of like a soft, mucky texture. And then, like I said, this is a little bit wet, but it resembles this texture a lot when it's dry. This is probably our favorite sand that we have, simply because it can go in the water. It's so much fun in the water. The sand that we got comes in two colors, and then you mix it together, and it makes this maroony color, which is what all this is. We got a 3-pound bag of it, and we really want more of it. So the worst part about this one is that you have to let it dry when you store it. So in the summertime, it's no big deal. You can set it out on a table or something overnight and the sun will dry it. In the wintertime, we often spread it out in a big tin like this on some paper towels or something. And then we have to leave it for a day or two to dry out all the way, because otherwise it stays wet and it will get moldy. So that's the worst part about this one. But still, I would say even with that, this is probably our favorite sand. Another one that we really like is this Dream Sand from Chuckle and Roar. This one is a dry sand, and it is very fun. It's a very soft texture, like a cloudy texture. It's not like the sands. The sands are more squishy. This is more crumbly, but it's more like a dough than it is a sand. I would describe it as Play-Doh and Play Sand mixed together. If I had to rank them, it would be the Grand Sand, the Dream Sand, and then the Kinetic Sand. As far as playing with it goes, they all kind of mold the same. This molds really well because it's really dry. This holds the mold really well, and then so does this one. The Dream Sand holds the molds the best. As far as cleaning them up goes, the easiest one to clean up is probably the Dream Sand, because it is crumbly like this. If you push it into carpet, you get on the floor, whatever, it's really easy to sweep up. It's really easy to vacuum up. This one can also be vacuumed up, if not as easily. It's kind of like kinetic sand, where it kind of gets all stuck in the thing. But the texture of this is so good. This Dream Sand especially, I find myself, when my kids go to bed, just sitting and playing with it by myself. And then so far in the series, this is the last one that we've tried. This is a Play Dirt. It's similar to kinetic sand, but not really. It is more like a dirt texture, but it's soft and it's moldable. It's pretty easy to clean up. It can be vacuumed off the floor. My biggest complaint with this one is that it's a little bit sticky, your hands will get a little bit dirty, and it cannot get wet at all. If it gets wet, it gets all slimy and sticky, and it's basically ruined. But this one is perfect for sensory bins. It's great for a garden dig or a bug dig. I love doing those sensory bins for my kid. And it's just a really fun texture. It doesn't hold shape super well, but it can be molded into things, and it's much more diggable than these other sands. So you can like bury things in it easier. Overall, I love getting all the different sands because they all have kind of like different play benefits. So it just depends on what you're looking for. One of my kids is a real sensory seeker, so having the different ones so I can set up different kinds of bins with different textures is great. I love all of these. There's one more that we did that I really didn't like. I'll show you that one real quick. It's very much like Silly Putty, and it doesn't really have any, there's no benefit to this one for me. It's kind of fun to like stretch around. It's this gross color because as soon as one color touches another, it's all one color. You can't take them apart. It's all one color, and it's not a pretty color. It's very much like Silly Putty. It's stretchy, it's sticky, it gets stuck in your clothes, it gets stuck in your carpet, it gets stuck on your floor. Not something that I would buy again because it's just sticky, it's not good. But these three things, like kinetic sand, everybody loves kinetic sand. Maybe people don't love cleaning it up, but the Dream Sand, amazing, would definitely suggest. The Play Dirt, love it. The Grand Sand, love that too. So all of these I really love. They're all great for different things. I would definitely suggest getting these. I know a lot of people don't love the sands in their house, but I am a sand mom. I love the sensory materials. Like these reviews, you can leave a like, you can subscribe to my channel, you can watch for more reviews. I'll be doing more sensory materials and sands as time goes on. I'm a motherhood content creator, so I mostly focus on motherhood content between toddlers and babies. These are for my kids to have sensory bins, play with. So I hope you enjoyed watching.